Hello, heathens. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my first art video of 2020. Very exciting times, right? That is not sarcasm. You know my voice. I can be having the best day of my life and still sound as though I am somewhere deep in the depths of misery. I don't know why. I just have one of those voices. So if you are unaccustomed to it, I swear I'm doing just fine. I am not miserable. This is just how I talk. All right? So today's piece is going to be just a sweet little 5x7 slice of my typical fare. You know how it is around here. Fun hair, cute outfit, retro and or spacey touches, a cameo appearance by the one and only Ralph. For those of you who have been part of my YouTube circus, you are quite familiar with Ralph by now. For those of you who are new here, and there are a couple hundred of you, so first of all, yay and hello! I am happy that you found your way to my channel. I have absolutely no question, there is no doubt in my mind that my 2019 sketchbook video, my sketchbook tour, is what brought you here. The algorithm gods decided to bless me, and they must have pushed that video out for the lot of you to find because you found it. And like I said, a couple hundred people, well, 200-300 new people have found your way here. So that's fantastic. The sketchbook video had been the first video that I've placed on my channel, and I have a ton of videos on this channel that it's the first one that has ever, at least in my mind, I consider it to be a significant video because it brought a significant amount of growth to this channel. So that's a great feeling. You guys know I'm not about high production value here. It's just me and my camera enjoying myself. So in a world of perfection and beautifully high produced YouTube videos, it was a shock to know that there are people out there who see videos like this, just a girl and a camera, enjoy what they see, and then they stick around. So that warms my little black heart. Now, with the thanks and the welcome to my channel out of the way, I have to say, for the fresh meat in the room, have a seat in the front so that we can all judge you accordingly. It's tradition around here. We judge you with love, but it's a ritual. The newbies are not allowed to sit in the back. There are no wallflowers allowed at this party, at least not the first few times that you pay a visit here. So sit in the front. We need to look at you. We need to judge you. Thank you. So welcome to the freak show. Now back to the Ralph. What is a Ralph for the newbies? Ralph has become a bit of a mascot around here. I have several golden skulls in my apartment, and they are all named Ralph. Ralph keeps me company, he keeps me on my toes, and he's just fun to look at. He's shiny, and I'm one of these people who loves gaudy, shiny things. Children have imaginary friends. I have the Ralphs. Got it? Excellent. So, yeah, he makes cameo appearances in pieces every now and then. So, there you have it. Moving on. Onward to today's video. For today's video, I used my favorite materials, watercolor, ink, and gel pens. As usual, I will have all of the art supplies listed and or linked down below. If you are interested in learning about the art supplies or perhaps scooping them up for yourself, you may do so down below. I try to make things easy for you guys by linking to Amazon when available. I personally shop at a million different places, whether in person, brick and mortar stores, or online, but you've told me that Amazon tends to be your easiest or the easiest and your favorite place to shop. So shop wherever you'd like. I don't judge people who shop on Amazon. I don't judge people who shop anywhere. I just don't care. Do what you're going to do. If you don't want to shop on Amazon, you don't have to, but I'm going to list the names down below for your reference if you're interested in purchasing anything. So really quickly, I am going to list out loud what I used. So I used the core watercolors. Those are the watercolors that I used for the majority of the piece. I used the metallic watercolors. What's the brand? What's the brand? Oh, I don't remember the brand. Well, you'll see the brand down below when I edit the information box. But core watercolors, metallic watercolors, Pentel Sparkle Pop, the Pentel Crazy Pop, the glaze pen, and a white jelly roll. I don't believe I missed anything, right? But I will say that the Crazy Pops were kindly provided by Doris. So, hey girl, I see you, Doris. Thank you so much. I talked about in my vlog how Doris was just so generous and sent me some new toys to play with. Now, if you are not familiar with my obsessions, the Pentel Sparkle Pops, aka the Pentel Hybrid Dual Metallics, are my favorite gel pens of life. The colors are bold and strong and highly glittery. They're not cutesy boopsy glittery pastel pink and periwinkle pens. No ma'am. They are bold, in your face, tacky, glittery, metallic looking gel pens. I adore them. And the Crazy Pops are a newer line of the, now they're not calling them the Sparkle Pops or the Pentel Dual Metallics, but they are the same exact ink. They've just created some new combinations that aren't as pretty. They're kind of actually discordant colors. I'll go into it later in another video when I play with the Crazy Pops a little bit more. But for this piece, I did only use the one. I used the yellow and the gold, which you are going to see in her hair, as well as one of her eyeballs, her tattoos, and her ring. All right, so this is going to be, or at least I anticipate it being, a quick and painless video. In all honesty, given that this is the first illustration video that I am posting this year, I just really wanted to extend a welcome to all of the new people who are here and to everyone who is joining me in 2020. While I keep things pretty simple in this piece, I do look forward to introducing new mediums into my work moving forward. Mixed media is my absolute jam, so I am very much looking forward to incorporating other mediums down the line. If you yourself, you out there, I'm looking at you, if you are a timid artist, now is the perfect time for me to say, right now, amongst all of this quote unquote New Year energy stuff that's floating around, given that it is, early January, I wanted to give you a nice little friendly little push to try something new, to explore new territory. Are you a watercolorist? Great. Try mixing some gel pens into your work as well. Are you an ink-only person? Cool. Grab some watercolors. There is no need to spend an exorbitant amount of money. Just grab a tube or two of the cheap stuff and go crazy. I'm never one to tell you to spend a ton of money on art supplies. I just think it's unnecessary. And especially if you are experimenting, go grab the cheap stuff and have fun. I tend to stick with a pretty limited color palette myself and limited supplies as well. I might mix media, but I generally mix the same few media together, if that makes any sense. As a general rule, I stay away from blues. This isn't set in stone. It's just the way that my cookie crumples. I'm not a big fan of blues for some reason. I do use them occasionally, but I'm just not drawn to blue. If I do incorporate some sort of blues into my work, they tend to lean more aqua or turquoise or blue-green. And the reason that I even bring that up is because going back to my whole encouraging you to experiment and get more mixed media, if you will, is because no matter what supplies you're using, if there are certain techniques and certain color palettes that you tend to stick to, trying new art supplies is going to make the end product feel familiar, and it's going to feel like you, just by the very nature of the fact that you are sticking to color palettes that you use in your work a lot, because a color palette is very important in developing your visual language as an artist. The fact that I don't use blues, people, if I use blue in a piece, it automatically stands out and they're thinking, oh, Karla used blue. That's not very characteristic of her. But in the grand scheme of things, even my going outside of my box a little bit by using the blue, when you see it in context, when you see a piece that I use blues in context with the rest of my work, it still makes sense. Now, I don't know if any of that previous statement made sense at all, but I'm trying. Basically, the gist of it is try something new this year. And if you're too afraid to try playing with new art supplies, try limiting your color palette. Just try it. Just try it. I have a couple of videos or rather on my channel in which I discuss limiting color palettes, because towards the second half of last year is when I actually really started to be a bit more cognizant about limiting my colors and choosing a certain color palette that works for me. I still haven't landed on colors that I think I'm going to religiously stick to, but I feel myself going in a certain direction. And if you take a look at my work that I've produced in recent months, you'll kind of begin to see the language that I'm going into color-wise. So I'm not gonna wax poetic about it right now. We'll save that lecture for another day, children. Okay? So with that, my weirdos, I'm going to leave you for the day. I'm not gonna lie, I have a candy bar right next to me. It's a milk and dark chocolate mixed butterscotch bits bar. Holy God, that was a mouthful. But I have it sitting right next to me, taunting me. I haven't eaten in hours, and I want my candy, okay? So with that said, try not to be too hard on yourselves. Just play around. You never know. You just might learn something. I personally learn and develop new techniques all the time simply by screwing around. It's true. Thank you once again for being here. I look forward to more play dates with you all in 2020. If you are interested in bringing this creature into your life, by the time this video is posted and reaching your eyeballs, she will be available in my Etsy shop, so head on over there and scoop her up. Link will be down below. Join me on social media if you would like to peep what I am up to when I am not screwing around on YouTube. You can find me on Instagram. You can periodically find me on Facebook, etc., etc. So find me wherever you'd like and stalk me. I would love to have you. Once again, everything you need to know will be down below, so do take a peek down there. Enjoy the rest of this video. There's a little bit more to go, so I'm going to shut my mouth. I'm going to enjoy my candy bar. I hope you guys have a good day, a good night, wherever you are, whatever it is that you're doing. Thank you for being here, and I will see you again in the next one.